a medical doctor, and I'm a fertility specialist gynaecologist. So pretty much what I do is help people have babies, and I help create babies, and in that way help create families and hopefully overall happiness. So I find that people, want to have children, and a lot of people struggle, and that's my primary role. But being a gynaecologist as well, I see a lot of women with other issues related to hormones and health, irregular bleeding, abnormal bleeding. And overall, my general approach, whether it's someone who's trying to conceive or not trying to conceive, is to look at their life overall and to look at what kind of lifestyle they lead. Are they happy? Are they sleeping well? Are they eating well? Are they exercising? Do they follow a spiritual practice, etc.? So for me, it's about optimising people's health, whether they're trying to have a baby or not. I wanted to be a doctor since the age of 12, and I'm told by girls from high school that I always talked about doing hysterectomies and being a gynaecologist. So from early on, I think it's something that I was born and meant to do. So I believe it's my calling, pretty much. I always remember to have fun. So to take annual leave, to make sure that I went on my holidays, to enjoy life outside of my training, but also when I was training, I felt that it was important for me to enjoy myself. So it was always about interacting with positive people and good people. I actively avoid negative people because that can totally bring you down. So it was about, nourishing myself in many aspects, whether it was, eating good food, keeping good company, but doing things for me, and I think that was really important, and knowing when to actually stop and say, I'm going to take a holiday now and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I think it's how you start the mornings off. That's really important. So slow cooking the morning, I call it. So you wake up peacefully, you wake up slowly. You don't wake up in a rush, as soon as your alarm clock goes off, don't go, okay, I've got to rush out of the house now. Rather, wake up a little bit earlier, and make sure you do something every morning that nourishes you, whether it's eating a really good breakfast, having a really nice coffee, meditating, doing some stretching, having sex with your partner, whatever that is that makes you feel good and energizes you for the morning. That's what I recommend. So minimising your stress hormone levels in the morning, and just remembering that the way you start your morning could probably have a bearing for how the rest of the day goes. So that for me is the most important bit of advice that I could give someone. So it is knowledge, self-talk, experience, but also knowing when to ask your peers and colleagues for help and advice. So making sure that you're always humble and remembering that you don't know everything and that you'll never know everything, and that it's super important to actually reach out to other people. That's what's really important. It's having enough downtime. So I like to spend time with myself. Whether it's just doing nothing or reading a book or in some way nourishing myself. So I think that's really important. So, and then being very introspective at that moment, and a lot of positive self-talk, reading positive books, positive affirmations, and pretty much being kind to myself. So I do realise that, what you think really becomes who you are. So for me, it's a lot about trying to keep positive and to have fun. I always go back to base, which is having fun, and if that means stepping outside of it for a bit, that's fine. But at least you come back in a positive state of mind. Yeah. It's have fun. Yeah. My motto is have fun. Do good and have fun. You can do both well at the same time. I suppose it's a strong sense of who I am, and not comparing myself to other people, but following what's in my heart and my own drive and passion. That's where that comes from. So it's can't remember who said it. What people think of me is none of my business, and I believe that, because as soon as you start listening to people who will criticise you, you'll paralyse yourself. So I think it's just being your own cheerleader. You have to be your own cheerleader. I have a vintage Chanel jacket that I bought from Paris at a second-hand store, And it's very 80s, you know, it's got these massive shoulder pads and it comes in at the waist, it's cinched and it's got a little belt. And it's very much a power outfit. Anything red I also like to wear. I feel that red is a powerful, passionate colour. Courage. I think of lion, courage by far. Yeah.